Alright guys, well, welcome aboard. Let's get our flight going here. We're going to be going San Diego to San Jose today. And hopefully we got everything set up over here. Let's request boarding. See if we got to do that again. Come on. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
There we go. Sometimes Ksjc acts a little funky here. Get our power on here. Get some lights on here, and hopefully everything's looking good on the stream.
Do you want to board crew?
Yep, both of them.
Pilot's boarding starting.
And actually, let me get myself on the screen here. There we go. Kind of impromptu stream here. Alright, let's excuse me, get our flight request
Crew
in.
Boarding starting.
And this is flight Delta DAL 777 as always. Cost index I'm going to put down as 55. I think our let's see, cruise altitude's 36,000 feet today. So I'll go ahead and get our winds. Take a look at the temperature in here. Starting to get a little toasty inside, so let's go ahead and fire up the APU. Get all our fuel pumps on.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
What would help if I turn my navigation gears on. I'll let that get fired up a little bit. While we're down here, I'm going to turn the lights up a little bit in the cockpit. And I'm not looking at the chat right now, so hopefully I don't miss anybody. But being that it's an impromptu flight here. Alright, we'll get our IRSs aligned. And since we already did our loading, let's take a look over here. And get our weights. At least I think I did my loading. I might have had to restart the sim here a little bit, so let's just go here. Yeah, I probably didn't do that. Come on, load. There we go. Alright, we got 131.730.4. 131.730.4. And our fuel for today is 13,800 pounds. Alright, we've got that set up. Let's take a look at our performance here really quick. We are taking off runway 9, even though in the real world they are using runway 27, but my loaded injected airplanes are actually taking off runway 9. Let's take a look here really quick. I think they are. Well, we're going to go for runway 9 anyway. Just for a quick departure right out of here, out of the gate. Sync the weather at 2993. Go ahead and set that while we're at it. 2014. I'll set that down here in the standby altimeter. And whoa, let me get my camera all around. Let's see what we have here. 42, 42, 45. 142, 142, and 145.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
And flap settings today are going to be 1 down 02, 62. And a nice marine layer out there today. Let's get rid of all that. All right, I think we're good there. Let's take a look at our flight plan here out of San Diego, departing runway 9. And departure is going to be Echo 2 IK transition. We'll insert that. Arriving into San Jose today, we're going to be taking runway 30 left. We'll do the ILS there. And Silicon 6 for the arrival, and Brooks transition. I think I had that one in there. Did I do that right? Arrival. Yeah, trucks. Okay, good. Zoom out over here a little bit. We'll go over to our plan view and just step through this a little bit. Make sure there's no discontinuities. Looking good. We got a little one right there. Let's back up. There we go. Go ahead and clear that out because that'll just be a direct one to the other. There we go. That looks better. And continue on to our runway. Looking good. Go back to our regular scheduled program right here. Altitude is going to be 36,000 for today. Should be a nice flight over to
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
San Jose in the Bay Area. How are we doing on boarding? 118 so far out of 165. And we got the APU fired up. Everything else up here looks good for right now. Nav lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. And hopefully my volume is a little bit better here. I kind of cranked it up on the mic, so I noticed the last stream I was doing it was a little bit low. Alright, we got about 3 minutes until the inertial navigation lines itself up right there. We're still loading passengers, as you can hear in the background there. Let's go over here, see if we got our load sheet yet. Yes, we do. Got 2 of them. Let's go ahead and acknowledge that one. Acknowledge that one. And let me see if I can't crank down the sound volume here just a little bit on the flight simulator, because otherwise it gets really loud if we go outside. Looks like all the bags are done, just waiting for all the passengers to finish up. And as you can see, we got a line of planes here with the Southwest departing on runway 9 today. Looks like we got all our folks on board. Still got another minute here for the IRSs to align. I think I've got everything else set here. Let's take a look. We'll get our transponder on, and it's on standby. Brakes on. We'll go ahead and request pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yep, so are we. Should get our alignment here. Yep, there we go. Starting to look good. And turn that lighting down here a little bit on the main display.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Go ahead and get our chocks off here. I think they usually do it, but sometimes Ksjc doesn't always do it. Alright, GPU disconnected, chocks off. And come back here to our performance. Nose is going to go to the left here on our pushback. It's a nice cloudy day here. At least the marine layer hasn't burned off yet in San Diego.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, we'll do that in 1 second here, because I forgot to do one thing.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yep, stand by 1. Alright, here we go. We gotta uncage our backup
Release
here.
parking brakes, please.
Alright, there we go. Let's parking brake off.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Get our
Start at
beacon
will.
on.
This amazing flight attendant really did touch our lives. I just felt.
Alright, as we're pushing back,
She went above and beyond to get us home.
At
go
Delta,
ahead and get our starters
connecting
on.
you to what matters
Start
is what
number
matters
2.
most. As America's
Make sure I put
most
that beacon on,
awarded
and
airline,
strobes can go to
our
auto
number
here.
one honor.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard,
Welcome aboard.
and thank you for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is the health and safety of our customers and crew.
So before we depart, please pay attention to this important safety message. Be sure that all carry-on items are securely
Should actually
stowed
just
in
play
an
the video
overhead
for
bin,
that.
and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you.
If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt
Please set
fastened
parking
whenever you're
brakes.
seated in case of sudden rough air.
In the event of rough air, the crew might
Waiting
also
your
need to
confirmation
level
for a
up
good
for
engine
safety.
start.
We apologize if this means our
Alright,
service
we
is
got a good
interrupted.
engine start on
Federal
number 1.
regulations require all
Start,
passengers
or
to
correction
comply
number
with
2.
the
We'll start
posted
number 1
placards and
now.
lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any
Copy to
pronounced
ground.
instructions.
We have a good engine start.
Smoking,
You can
vaping,
disconnect.
the use of
Unlocking
e-cigarettes,
gear.
or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits
Start our
on this
clock
plane.
here.
8 doors. 4
And
on
the
each side.
chrono. I just do that
Each
just
door
to
is
keep
an
track of
slide that can be used as a raft. In the event of a
engine
bad
start
collision,
to
leave
engine
all
shut
carry-on
down.
items behind.
All exits are clearly marked with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to these exits. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you.
If there's a loss of power, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes,
Tow
the
truck
panels
disconnected.
inside the
Bypass
lavatories
pin
and above
removed.
your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If
Left
this
is clear.
happens,
Right
reach
is
up
clear.
and pull the mask or red streamer down to start the flow of
1 down,
oxygen.
02. We'll
Place
get
the mask
the
over your
flaps
nose and
down.
mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely. But
Let's see
just
if
in
we can't
case, light
sneak
masks
in
are
here.
important
This
and
line of
or adjacent to your
planes
seat.
waiting to take
use,
off.
Remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab
Taxi light
and
on.
opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the
Alright,
vest
we got a
by
good
pulling
start
down on the tab at the
number
bottom of the
1
vest
here.
manually
Let's go ahead and
by blowing into the
turn
tube
that off.
initially.
Starters to
Water
normal
activated light
and
is attached to the
speed
shoes.
brakes
For
armed.
children who weigh less than 35
We'll release the
pounds,
parking
place the
brake.
vest around the
We'll go ahead and
infant's
go
waist
to
and secure the strap between your
TARA.
legs.
Get
Refer to the
our
safety information card for more information. Additional
wind
light
shear
vests for
indicator
inline are
on.
located in marked compartments at the
And
front
looks like
and
we didn't
rear
have
of
any
the
brake
plane.
issues this
Go to
time
these
around,
vests if
so I think
Now,
we're almost ready to
Before
go.
we take off, be sure your seat is upright.
just pop
your
over
aisle
here,
armrests are at
go to
resting
performance.
position, and your
We'll
tray
get our
table is put away. If you are seated in Delta
down
1, ensure
02.
your ottoman door is closed.
Yeah,
If
right
your
about
seat
there is
has a
good.
footrest, ensure it is properly stowed. Please take a moment to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please settle in and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
Yeah, it looks like they got everybody off the ground there, so I think we'll be next after the Southwest right there. Go ahead and get our APU off. And just double check this. Takeoff is good. Braking to maximum. Kind of hard to tell if anybody's on final there, but we'll assume we got clearance for line up and wait. Landing lights on. And we should hopefully be in the sun here pretty quick. The marine layers not too thick today. A little bit different departure here than usual, coming off runway 9. Alright, let me come down here, set takeoff power. Bit of exhaust there from somebody. At 80 knots, release the forward pressure on the stick. It's 120. And V1, rotate. A little heavy today. Okay, positive rate. Gear coming up. Like I said, pretty wild departure here coming off of runway 9. Climb power set. Just hand flying it here. And there's 190 on the speed. See if we can see anything out there, flaps up. Starting to break out here a little bit, out of the marine layer. Terrain radar can go on. And we can disarm our ground spoilers. Looks like that marine layer is breaking up nicely. Should be sunny over here in most of San Diego. A little bit. It's a quick 180 over here, and then we'll head off the coast and then up the coast to San Jose. We'll see how the marine layer looks as we get a little bit farther north there towards Orange County and LA. Sometimes it's only right here in San Diego. There's 10,000 feet coming up. Roll out. Landing lights can come off. And we'll go ahead and engage the autopilot from here. Take a look here. So flight time up there, just over an hour right now. Arrival should be about 1830 Zulu. So right around 11:30 Pacific time. Getting a good view through the clouds there of Miramar. I almost said Naval Air Station, Marine Corps Air Station. You can tell I've been in San Diego for a bit. Just see the airport here, maybe. Yeah, right there, down there below the clouds, right there. There's North Island. Like I said, this seems to be breaking up, although looking up north here, looks like we still got a good amount of marine layer all the way up to LA. Just finish this turn here, and then let the flight crew know they can get up and start serving peanuts and beverages. like it's getting a little toasty in the back of the cabin there. Let's turn down the air just a little bit. We're almost up at 18,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and 17,100. We'll go over to standard. On the altimeter, and let you guys watch the coastline over here. I'm going to pop out of the cockpit here for a quick sec and refill my water, take a little break. This is actually my second flight. I flew into San Diego from Phoenix just before this one. Let's just take one more look over here, make sure everything is looking good. Yeah, seatbelts. We'll let the seatbelt sign go off there, and let the folks move around the cabin. Hit the lav. Temperatures look good. Alrighty. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec. Oh, well, I should say a minute. I'm going to refill my coffee and take a little bit of a break here. Be right back. Back in the cockpit here. Got a fresh cup of coffee with me. This marine layer is not breaking up very nicely. We're just getting up to Orange County. LA up ahead of us. Take a quick look at the actual weather, see what it's going to look like here. Looks like it should be clearing out here. Still got that marine layer way up to looks like Vandenberg. San Jose is looking clear though. Take a closer look here at the Bay Area. Yep, should be a nice arrival into San Jose, which is right down here on the south end. We're still cranking up to our cruise altitude at 36,000 feet. Airbus is kind of notorious for being a slow climber. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a look at LA. It's Marina Del Rey, LAX, just behind the engine there. Although Malibu is looking pretty good. And see what our projected speed is. .79 Mach. Maybe we'll do a little intervene right there and try to bump it up just a little bit more. See if we can't get on the ground a little bit earlier. I think about 35 minutes until we get into the San Jose area. And we'll go ahead and just bump that up 8.1 Mach. Might get us in about 5 minutes earlier. Come over here and take a look at our arrival information. So San Jose, we're shooting for runway 30 left. I think we said we were going to be doing the ILS. Just setting that up on my Navigraph charts here. Off on my other screen. Alright, so at 30 left, refresh the current weather here. What do we got? Variable winds, unrestricted viz, clear. Temperature of 18 Celsius, 2998. Take a quick look down at our landing weight. Let's see, 0 fuel weight plus fuel on board is projected to be, what is that, 138, 139. 1390. Oop, screwed that up. 139. There we go. And so low braking should be sufficient for us. Go ahead and put in our arrival information there, even though the observation, yeah, we probably won't, well, we might get a new observation here in a few minutes, but we can at least start putting it in. I think we had 2998 for the altimeter setting. Yep. Temperature 18, winds variable at 3. Just put 000 at 3 for the winds. And hop over here just to grab our chart, but let's see, our final approach fix is going to be 2,700 feet. ILS 30 left. Yep, 2,700. Or actually, sorry, I'm doing the wrong one there. That's our initial approach or final approach fix. I'm looking for the decision height at 257. 257 on the barrel. There we go. Yeah, we finally made it up to 36,000. Looks like that marine layer's, yeah, breaking up just past, where are we, Ventura? I think I see Bakersfield out there in the distance. Airplane's asking me to set manage speed, but we're going to pick up a few knots here and get us going. We got a headwind of about 21 knots, 20 knots or so. Alright, so we have ILS 30 left coming up. And we're getting a good airspeed here. Ground speed at 453 knots. True airspeed at 470. Everybody's having a good, what is it, Thursday? The San Jose scenery that I have is freeware, but it's pretty decently detailed. Come over here to our charts, and I think we're going to be taking gate 4, if I'm not mistaken. Right over here, either that or 7, can't remember. Looks like Vandenberg over here in the distance is in the clouds and fog. And it looks like we got, let's see, got an ETA here, 26 minutes. Now that we got a little bit extra speed. You know, I never did put up my fly live again. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Looks like we're picking up about 15 minutes early arrival. Get something in the chat there. Nobody's chatting with me. I'm getting bored. Let's take a look here. We got 71 miles till top of descent. So let's get that set up already. I'm sure this is going to be a quick flight. Not a lot of headwind today. We're going down to 2,700 for our final approach fix, and we said light auto braking. See if we have any issues with GSX there. I've been having a little bit of a problem on arrival. Sometimes it's not doing the deboarding for me. I have to reset it, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Nice clear day up here in the rest of California. We're still down in the marine layer there down south. Could take a cabin tour here. Why don't we do that before we do our descent? What do we got? 54 miles to descent. I mentioned this in the other stream there, but this is freeware livery that adds all of the Delta placards and stuff like that. Making our turn here. An empty flight today. Let's see what's in the back over here. Just a lab, huh? That's it. Delta skins here. Let's see what this seat looks like. Pretty good view. Noisy back here though, huh? Make our way back up to the cockpit. We get our airline coffee. Espresso machine, nice. Flop talk, yeah, thanks. Just having some fun, doing a little bit of California flying here. San Diego to San Jose. I should be doing some more streaming probably this weekend. Because we're actually going to have a little bit of weather in Southern California, so that should be fun to fly through. Usually hopping out and looking for any kind of weather to fly into. So for instance, today it's actually pretty quiet, just some standard thunderstorm activity down in the Gulf in Florida, marine layer down Southern California. And of course the usual Pacific Northwest stuff. Though heading all the way up to like Portland or Seattle is usually a little bit longer flight than I'd like to do. I'd like to try to keep them about an hour and a half or so, total for the stream. So normally I'm flying in the West Coast, Southwest. I did just pick up a scenery for Albuquerque. It's a freeware one, but it's pretty decent. It has all the terminals and stuff like that. So I've been doing some hops from all the different airports in Southern California: San Diego, San Jose, or not Santa Ana, I meant to say, up to Northern California, San Jose, and then hopping out east towards Phoenix, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, and I'll be adding Albuquerque to the mix there, since got some halfway decent scenery. Let's see where our top of descent is, about 15 miles or so. We've got our final approach fix altitude set. Get ready to initiate our descent here. Make sure we go back down to our managed speed before we do that. And there's the lakes. Forgot what they're called. Not the Finger Lakes, but I'll have to look that up. Got here, yeah, still looking at 11:15 local arrival here. So about 15 minutes. Yeah, tack on another 5 for taxiing and all that. And we'll go ahead and go back to managed speed here. Slow down a little bit before we start our descent. Let the flight crew know we're starting on our descent here.
Salinas Airport information, Golf 1800 Zulu.
Oh, that horrendous Salinas Airport. I swear, I think there's a bug someplace with Salinas Airport. Doesn't matter what you set, it still keeps coming in. And I have to end up turning both radios off.
Wind calm. Visibility tree. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1000. 1800 Zulu. Wind calm.
Come on.
Visibility tree.
I think I got rid of it. Looks like we had a little bit of a speed hiccup here someplace. The McDo is laning to us. Let's take a look here. 280, 280, 250. It's probably going to bump up somewhere to 230. No, it looks okay. Not sure what it was complaining about there, but looks good to me. Take a quick look over here at our latest weather. Go ahead and refresh that. See if we got the latest one. I think we did. Yeah, winds 330 at 5. Alright, let's update our arrival information then. .330 at 5 for the winds. And let's see what else we got here. 2996 and 21 for the temperature. Starting to warm up a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, probably be doing some streaming for the weekend because we're going to get a little bit of weather coming in for Southern California. So I'm all over that. Because usually it looks like this, other than the marine layer that we had on our departure. I think this is the Salinas Valley right here. You've got Monterey, which surprisingly does not have any marine layer. Usually is a good little marine layer that kind of tucks in right here over Monterey. Take a quick look here. More drag, huh? I think we're alright. A little bit more drag out here. This should be a pretty straightforward approach. We're doing the ILS to runway 30 left. And we'll double check our arrival gate here. I think we're a little bit too far out still. Yep. Should start making our turn to the right here in a second. Every time I'm over here, I'm always trying to find the raceway. Can't remember exactly where it is. I don't know if that's it. I'll have to take a look at a map and see exactly where that's at. Alright, 18,000 feet. What was our altimeter again? 2996. Myself curious. I'm going to look it up. I'll see where that Laguna Seca is. Yeah, no, it's actually off on our left. Interesting. Let's see if we can see it here. Or yeah, on our left. Should be Monterey. I think it's down here somewhere. Not sure if that's it. I think that might be it right there. So here's the airport. I can't see it very well, but let me go over to this. Yeah, there we go. So there's the airport, and there's the raceway. And the airport is right there, so that's got to be the raceway right there. Alright, let's get our seatbelt signs on. Get ready for arrival here. Looks like we got a little bit of haze there in the Bay Area. So we're landing 30 left. We'll have to cross 30 right into our gate. hopefully, I think our gate is number 4, which we're coming in right here, and hopefully gate number 4 right there. We'll see if we can get off at Kilo and go right into the gate. Coming up to 10,000. Let's take a look here. We'll arm the speed brakes. Actually, we'll hold off on that for a second. Might need a little bit more drag here. But auto braking is armed on light. Go landing lights on. Got them all on. Seatbelt signs are on. Just holding for the arming the the spoilers there, so we get slowed up a little bit here. We should be on the ground here in, what do we got here? About 7 or 8 minutes. I have been doing a couple of flights out of San Jose, and it's really nice with the, when you do southbound. You take off from San Jose and fly right along the ridge line here at like 10,000 feet until you get right about here before you start continuing your climb, so you get a good view of the grass-covered hillsides here. Anybody know what dam that is? A lot of dams over here. I think I see the airport off in the distance there in the haze. Or is it right there? Yep, that's it right there. There's 6,000 feet. Let's go ahead and arm our landing system. Just about 17 or 18 nautical miles out. And there's our deceleration right now. I think we're slow enough here. We'll go ahead and arm the speed brakes. And we'll hit approach. Already picked up our glide slope here. Wonder if that was our strange little speed warning we got earlier there. Try to bump us up to like 260 there for a second. Either that or I engaged the approach a little bit earlier there. And just for the heck of it, we'll do dual autopilot here. Not that we need it, although I've got a little bit of a crosswind there. Sometimes Microsoft gets a little funky. Yeah, Abdul, very good. Very good frames. Yeah, Micro Center, which is not too far from where I'm at a deal for the AMD 7700X along with a motherboard and a memory. It was like $300 off of the little package, so I opted to get that, and then picked up the 4070. All right, let's get our gear down here. Start getting slowed up. Waiting for 200 to get to flaps 2. There we go. Yeah, Micro Center, check them out because you can also, order online from them. They had, I think they had the 7800 3D. They had a package for that, but it was like a couple $100 more, so I was just being cheap. Alright, go 20 flaps. Or, correction, flaps 3, I should say. And full flaps. Better view coming out actually out the front here, coming over the 1000 over downtown. I do not have them locked at 60, so once we get on the ground I'll show you what my frames are, because I am using the frame generation. I think I am. I kind of go back and forth because it's so good you don't even need it. Alright, I'm going to kill the autopilot in my airplane. But, yeah, on the frames, I normally get, I'm like 130, especially like in a GA airplane. But even with the Fenix here, A320, I get at least like 90 or something like that, depending on the airport also.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight
100.
slow. Flight slow.
That displaced threshold here always whacks me.
30. 20. Retard.
Yeah. Little overflare there. Shooting for our gate here. Let's see if we can make gate 4 here. I think I'm actually a little bit early. I was hoping to get into the other turn off. And I actually forgot to select our gate, so let's do that here. Gate 4.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Do you want to select this parking anyway? Yes, and we're going to... I thought it let me clear it out, because that's our gate right there. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, here we go, free it. Don't know where it went. Looking for that other airplane, it's in our spot. Free this parking from AI. I don't think it's doing it. Alright, taxi lights off. And actually, let me show you my frame rates here. And this is, you have to also remember, this is with I am streaming right now, but let me click on this here. So you can see 62 right now, and I think my settings are either high end right now, and I do have the frame generation turned on. And this is, like I said, this airport's got a... It's not payware, but it is a download with all the scenery, and I'm also using, what is it, Fly-by-Wire's aircraft injector, which hits the frames too. You can see all the airplanes it's throwing up at us here. Alright, I'm going to see where gate 4 is. Unfortunately, the scenery here is not the best. Let's see, what is that? Hard to tell. That's gate 6. Yeah, that guy is still in our spot, I think. Well, we're going to park next to him anyway. That's 7. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, our gate is opened up. It's all the way at the end over here. 7, 6, 5, 4, all the way in the corner where the loaders are there. It just started flying in and out of here, so I still don't remember. Alright, let's see if I can do a decent parking job here. Yep. Already passing it up. That's right, I always like to take gate 7 here, because there's a little quirk here, and it gives me 2 of these, 2 of the gate ramps. This is going to be an awful parking job. It's because these things throw me off here. Alright. Parking brake on, and I don't think we put our APUs on, but I think we'll call it right there. Yeah, Abdul, like I said, down here in the corner you'll see I'm getting 62 or something like that. And if I kill the injector, and that's while streaming, so add about 20 to that just for streaming. So if I'm getting 60 here, don't mind it right now, it's actually giving me the frame rate for this, but if I'm getting 60, Normally, if I wasn't streaming, that'd be like 70, 75 or something like that. But you can see I use this injector, and if I stop that, that will get rid of all the additional airplanes. And you can see I'm hitting into the 80s here. Down in the lower right corner, 80, 81 right now. So we kind of lost all our airplanes right there. So yeah, real nice. All right, let's see if we can actually do something here. I don't know what this guy's doing, but
you need to stop the engines to request ground services.
And we'll just say warp me there. Maybe that'll work.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Well, I can't stop the engines because... Anyway, I think I'm going to call it right there because we're just going to shut down the engines, and we don't have any power, so I didn't start up the APU. See if we can get ground power. Beacon off. Seatbelt signs off. There we go. We'll get our power on here. Let's see if I can actually get this thing to deboard. Request deboarding. Here we go. Yeah, see, it kind of does this funky thing with this this terminal here. Unfortunately, I try to keep myself straight with all the different airports, so I'm usually selecting like gate 4, gate 40, gate 44, and I just remembered after we pulled up here in San Jose, I want gate 7 because this one's a little funky. Oh my goodness, look at this thing.
Deboarding starting.
Yep, deboard. Come over here and get our door opened up. Yep, right, left. Good. I guess we can leave that as is. Turn everything off here. And let's go ahead and open the door. See if we can see anybody coming out. Usually they'll have people walking down the hallway here. Yeah, I'm not getting it this time. Goofy GSX. Anyway, yeah, you can see just the outside view right here. 99, 100, 102 FPS. And again, that's because I removed the airplanes that I was injecting into it. So if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be getting like 120 frames here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little flight and a little chit chat. It was nice to talk to you about the computer stuff. It's always a struggle with Flight Simulator, trying to get decent frames. But it is possible. Computers are finally catching up to Flight Simulator. Alright, till next time guys, take care. I'm going to sign off and go have some lunchtime here. It's 11:30 local, so time to grab a little bit more lunch and coffee. Take care.